Good morning, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Pure Connections Pre-Orientation Program, better known as PC-POP. Look around the room. There's a lot of wonderful people in the room. We're going to get started, and please listen attentively. We have some wonderful people to introduce you to and help you get acclimated. And we want to say to the first-year students from all over the United States and to the parents, welcome to Grinnell College. The very next voice you will hear will be that of our president, Raynard Kington. Please welcome him.
Hello. Well, welcome. This is my first speech of the year. So we started at the top. See, I was going to say we were going to go downhill from there, but faculty and trustees are here, so I can't really say that. I will maintain the high standard. Well, welcome to Grinnell. On the coming days and weeks will be a period of transition and settling in. I know that as new students, you have a lot on your plates. Roommates, new campus, friends, classes. There are certainly more than enough challenges to keep any of you and all of you busy. And the next 2 days in particular, we hope will be an opportunity to sort of help smooth that transition and help you make this transition to life in Grinnell. I'm absolutely confident that all of you will be able to make this transition smoothly. I also know that the challenges of these transitions can often be difficult. They're sometimes difficult, particularly for first-generation students of color, students who come from Manhattan and have more than 9,000 people in your block. And I know this transition, it can be a challenge because it's different for many of you. But we're here to remind you that there are an incredible number of people here at Grinnell, including many of the people in this room, whose job and passion is to give you all the support you need to excel. We want your experience here to be successful. We want you to have your lives transformed by the opportunity to learn and grow during your time here. We want you to succeed. We've organized an incredible wealth of tools and resources and support to help all of you to do your very best. And in the first few days in particular, we're particularly investing in this program to help you make this transition. That's why we have this Leadership Institute. Over the next few days, you'll get introduced to many different resources here on campus, all of which are designed to help you excel. You'll hear about some of our many traditions. I'm a newcomer here still. I'm beginning as of 2 days ago, I'm now in my third year here at Grinnell, so I can no longer say that I'm really new, but Grinnell has a lot of traditions. So it may take you 4 years to learn all the traditions and to learn the culture. One of the traditions is the medallion ceremony, which you'll learn about over the course of your orientation. Self-governance and the whole concept of self-governance is a tradition and very much a part of the culture. Our dedication to social justice as an institution founded by fervent abolitionists. We believe that that's an integral part of the culture here. These are all sort of distinctive parts of the Grinnell experience. But if I had to choose any single dimension of this experience that as being the most important, it would be our history of academic excellence. Intellectual achievement is a common thread that binds every single person at this institution to our core mission. And I particularly want to welcome you to this community of thinkers, and thinkers who also do. And I think that combination of thinking and doing is a distinctive part of our culture. But make no mistake about it, our primary mission is education. Each of you brings your distinctive backgrounds, and we have an extraordinary diversity of students coming here. And you bring your strengths and your experiences to academic work and to your lives here on campus and to your thinking. Some of you may be Posse students. Some of you may be the first in your families to attend college. For others, this may be the first time that you've lived away from home. My first night on a college campus in a dorm was the first night in my life that I spent greater than 20 feet from one of my parents. I'd never literally spent a night away from at least one of my parents when I was growing. So for college, for me, that was a big transition. It worked out okay, but it was, I was actually looking forward to this change. But our challenge as a college is to give you the support you need to excel, to have you have the opportunities to learn, to strengthen your abilities, to develop new skills, to be exposed to new ways of thinking, and to help you stretch and grow. I personally believe that this opportunity is maybe among the most powerful experiences of your lives. I believe that we are a distinctive institution that routinely transforms lives, and we have an incredibly vibrant and welcoming campus culture. You're on the threshold of this incredible experience that will immerse you in a complicated and at times even baffling array of ideas and experiences. And at its core, liberal arts education is really based on the idea that we benefit from encountering and learning ideas that are different from our own. And I will be the first to acknowledge that sort of dealing with difference, dealing with people who are different from you, with ideas that are not your ideas, can be difficult and sometimes even painful. Over the next 4 years, you will be exposed to ideas that challenge your beliefs, your knowledge, your political views, maybe even your sense of your own identity. And we expect you, and I expect you, to demonstrate civility and understanding in every single one of your exchanges in your time. There are no footnotes to our expectation of civility. No exceptions to say that you can sort of not be civil if you really disagree with another person's ideas. We expect everyone to conduct themselves as they feel would be appropriate in a community that's based on this notion of civility, on respecting difference, because that's one of the ways that you'll learn. Again, I know it's not always easy. The past year, past summer, I had to write my first self-evaluation performance of my tenure, the first 2 years as president, which was quite an experience, actually. And I came up with my own list of areas where I think there's room for personal growth, shall we say. And one of them is listening. I know that listening is sort of the first step in this building a community of civility. And I know how hard it is to listen. It may seem like this is sort of obvious and easy, and it isn't. It's particularly difficult to listen to ideas that sort of question or bounce up or sort of jar your fundamental beliefs. But it's a skill that you have to develop. I'm hoping over the next year to get better at doing this as well. It's at the top of my list. I only have 3 things on the list. I won't go into the others, but this number 1 on my list is getting better at listening. And I think each of you needs to think seriously about how you become better listeners, because I can assure you that you will have a better experience and you'll learn more and you'll grow more if you get better at listening, and that's a core part of our community's sort of ethos. You'll hear this over and over again, I'm sure, over the next couple of days, but the opportunities before you really are just enormous. I believe we have over 250 student groups of various types on campus. We made the list of top 10 on Huffington Post for engaged students. We also made the list of the top 10 for demanding academic excellence too. But our students really are engaged in all sorts of ways. You should sort of take this opportunity and really learn learn from it and become engaged, and there's just an incredible array of opportunities for you to do that. We've had alum who come from the experience of Grinnell and have gone on to become outstanding leaders in almost every field imaginable, in business world, in nonprofit world, in academia, in medicine, law, politics, and music, and arts. They succeed because they took this experience and integrated it into their lives and used it as opportunity to grow, every single one. And all of you really need to think long and hard about how you can take advantage of this opportunity over the next 4 years. I'll give you just one example of Grinnell's impact. This year, 6 of our graduates received Mellon Mays fellowships. These are fellowships that are awarded to minority students to pursue doctoral study. And 4 of the 6 of these students were POSSE students, just like many of you. And I mention that as really as a challenge, because in each class, we think each class can come in and do even better than the preceding class. Last year we had 12 or 13 of our students who are now on Fulbright scholarships around the world. A record number of students for us. And I think each year we can get even better. So I'm putting a challenge before you to acknowledge that those who have come before you have achieved incredible things, and I expect you to do even better. I want you to learn to take advantage of those in the community who are mentors and available to help you. I know there are student mentors here. Could you raise your hands as student mentors? They are here to help you to excel. We also know that we have staff who are deeply devoted to your success. All of you have already met Marlene Jacks, who our new Director of Intercultural Engagement and Leadership. Michael Benitez is also, is he here? Right there. We have an appointment. There are others who will be working with you closely to make sure that the next couple of days is a great experience. I have my own open office hours twice a week where any student can show up and talk to me about any topic, and almost any topic has been addressed. And I must admit, these open office hours have been really extraordinary. Students come with just an amazing array of questions. Sometimes it's career advice. One student came in and sat down and said, so what's your definition of integrity? Oh, okay, that's not the usual question. I hope I gave a reasonable answer, but I plan to go back to him and ask him once he's graduated whether or not I gave an answer that was reasonable. But I invite all of you to also come by and if you have ideas, if you think that there are things that you'd like me to hear about or that I can help you with, please drop by. Marlene is going to come up now and introduce one of our most distinguished alumni, Judge Henry Wingate, who we met. We're meeting shortly before this, and the last time I saw Judge Wingate was when he was on the other side of a table that was interviewing me to be president.